Hello friends, welcome to the subject of VLSI design. We are looking at the static characteristic of inverter. This is lecture number 27 and session number 13 in this particular chapter. In the last session, we have introduced the concept of complementary metal oxide semiconductor. We have seen that in this particular inverter, we will be having NMOS and PMOS, both the transistors. Both the transistors will work as a load and driver one by one. When NMOS is on, NMOS will work as a driver. When PMOS is on, PMOS will work as a driver. So in one entire clock cycle, both the transistor will be working in a complementary mode. So we call it CMOS, complementary metal oxide semiconductor. In today's session, we will try to find out what would be the operating regions of the load and driver transistor for different values of input. So we'll change our input from 0 to VIL to VTH to VIH to VDD and find out the operating regions of the driver transistor and the load transistor, or in other words, the operating regions of NMOS and PMOS transistor. And using this particular table, we'll try to derive the VTC voltages for CMOS. Here first time we will derive the threshold voltage equation also. In the previous two inverters, resistive load and the active load inverter, we did not derive the equation for threshold voltage. But this time we will derive the equation of threshold voltage also. Using that particular equation of threshold voltage, we will introduce the concept of ideal inverter. Any CMOS inverter needs not to be an ideal inverter. A CMOS inverter, to be identified as an ideal inverter, requires some conditions to be fulfilled. So in that, we will look at the conditions which are required for an ideal inverter, and we'll try to formalize a CMOS as an ideal inverter. So this is going to be the content of the said session. Thank you.